Worcester News Tonight's Katelyn Tivnan spent the day assessing the situation.
Katelyn Tivnan joins us now. Katelyn Tivnan explains what they're doing.
She joins us with more on that. Katelyn?
Hi, Latoya. Well, the roads have just reopened and the scene is slowly starting to clear after firefighters were here for hours this afternoon. As you can see behind me, though, the fire did cause some serious damage to the building, but thankfully no one was inside at the time and no one was hurt. Well, still a lot of moving parts and a lot of unknowns here. This house, the yard, even a portion of the road behind me, all blocked by crime tape. The district attorney was also here a short time ago. He tells us that state police are waiting to execute a search warrant inside the home. You know, Josh, I can tell you that there is definitely a lot of questions from drivers in this city this morning. We're here on the North Washington Street area of Boston, and as you can actually see behind me, there's a handful of police officers kind of scattered throughout this intersection. They said they're here to kind of just help drivers sort of answer questions and help them to kind of navigate all these detour signs that you can see posted in this area. They said they're just going to be here for the beginning phase of this project, just to really help drivers kind of get used to the change. And we did talk to a lot of drivers this morning who do use the tunnel pretty regularly, and they have mixed reactions to its closing. Well, it might look like rough seas behind me here, but this is actually nothing compared to what it looked like at high tide, which is about an hour and a half to 2 hours ago. There was so much waves that were crashing up and over the storm wall, actually onto the road here, spilling water and debris. It also caused for a quick flood warning advisory here in this area, and I can tell you we didn't see anything too bad. Drivers were able to make it up and down the road here, but it did bring a lot of spectators out to come and check out the water here, and we have a look at what it looked like a short time ago. So even though these residents say they have a front row seat to this and they have seen it in the past, it doesn't stop them from wanting to come and take a look. Now, as far as that surfer goes, I have to tell you, we have been told that the surfing is actually going on right now. You can't see it from where we're standing, but he is back and he is out there. And I also talked to another gentleman who is planning on joining him in a short time. So I guess whether you're skiing, sledding, or surfing, people are definitely enjoying the first storm of the winter. Back to you guys. That's right, Jackie. That Amber Alert set off an extensive search for that little girl that ended up spanning the entire eastern seaboard. Now, the car of that mother was found in Leominster by police this morning, but tonight we're learning it was actually a call made by that mother to the Department of Children and Families that helped lead police to her. This new picture of 5-year-old Alize Whipple shows the little girl safe and unharmed after authorities found her in North Carolina. An Amber Alert issued Friday night helped police track the girl down after police say her mother abducted her. At a press conference in Fitchburg Saturday, Worcester County District Attorney Joseph Early Jr. says the child disappeared after her mother was notified she'd be losing custody due to allegations of abuse.
When she was notified that she was going to be losing custody of the child, that's when all of this started.
Police found Alize and her mother, Leanna Wilson of Fitchburg, at a relative's home in Shelby, North Carolina, Saturday afternoon. Early credits quick police work and the public's help in tracking them down.
Once this Amber Alert went out, we received approximately 100 tips that led us to the safe return of this child.
The district attorney says Wilson has a lengthy record with the State Department of Children and Families dating back to the 1990s. Alize had last been seen on Wednesday. Early says they believe the mother took her as she was getting off the bus from school. Neighbors say they're shocked.
She loves her daughter, and if she took off, she probably felt scared that they were going to take her baby away or something.
Alize was her life because Alize could not leave those front steps without her already looking out the screen door. She was always standing there looking at her.
Wilson is now facing charges of kidnapping and reckless endangerment of a child. The district attorney says those involved are thankful the girl is safe and says the outcome is an example of how important the Amber Alert system is.
We believe that the child was in imminent danger. That's when the Amber Alert was requested. That's when everyone moved quickly on this. That's when we had the success we did finding the child down in North Carolina.
So, Jackie, that child will be staying with foster parents tonight and will be making her way back here to Massachusetts. Meanwhile, her mother is being held without bail. We will also mention that one of those charges, kidnapping of a minor by a relative, is actually a felony, and the incident remains under investigation. Jackie. That's right. Tucked inside 2,000 peaceful acres of monastic property here in Spencer lies a state-of-the-art brewery, and it's the first of its kind in the United States. For decades, the Trappist monks at St. Joseph's Abbey in Spencer have lived a life of prayer. Now, for the first time, they're joining their brothers in Europe in a tradition dating back centuries. The beer business.
beer brewing in monasteries, we know, goes back at least to the 8th or 9th century.
The monks support themselves by making and selling products like jams, but the need for more revenue has led them to brewing. With help, they've created Spencer Trappist Ale.
It's a lot of work to get into this business. This project could be, it's like 4 or 5 years from conception to today.
2 of the Abbey's monks were trained in beer making in Belgium. Along with a handful of others, they run this 36,000 square foot brewery on the property. Brother Isaac Keeley says many factors make their product unique.
The process, the recipe itself, some of the way we handle the barley, the malted barley in the brew process.
The brothers are hoping to build a loyal following of local customers. Everything is done on site. The process from the malt silo to the consumer takes about 6 weeks.
It's made from a whole grain. In a certain sense, it's liquid bread.
While the beer may bring much-needed funds to the Abbey, the hope is it will also share part of the monks' lifestyle of prayer and peace with others.
I don't overdo it, but it's a little bit of something from our table to their table and keep us all connected.
And the first batches of the beer just went on sale this week and were distributed to retailers across the state, and they say they are already sold out.